Somewhere in this bedroom, a 10,000 Daleks is something that I'm hopefully going to be able to say to myself one day, and it will be true. Enjoy the review. I'm going to try to kind of maybe get like 20 of each Dalek drone from each episode. I can't even work out how many Daleks that'll be, but it's going to be like 300 or 400 or 500 Daleks eventually. What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Doctor Who video here on my channel. In today's video we are going to be taking a look at the history of a Daleks set 2. I am so excited about this set. Now this set is going to be my absolute favourite set from this wave because I've always wanted to army build this Dalek here, the Drone Dalek from the Dalek Invasion of Earth, when it originally came out in sound effects form, which is the only other release of this particular figure. It was actually quite difficult to get hold of and quite expensive as well, and I never really managed to get many of them. So now, with the B&M release, I am really glad that we've all been given the chance to go ahead and army build this Dalek to our heart's content. Now to quickly let you guys know, I've got 4 sets here of course, and I do actually have a few more sets down below on the floor there, as you may have seen from my previous Facebook post from the other day. These sets are now readily available all across the UK in our B&M stores, and my B&M store had like 6 cases of these delivered, and you can work out just how many sets that is. It equates to about 30 sets of each Dalek set just in one store, and the manager told me that they're going to be ordering in even more, so they're obviously masses and masses and masses of these available. Of course also these are available in Australia and also now America as well. I understand you can order them on Amazon.com. So do not worry, I have not bought the entire collection of Daleks from the B&M stores. I've waited and waited until everybody seems to have had the chance to get theirs, and then I've been able to go ahead and buy a few more sets, like I'm sure many of you have done too, to army build these lovely Daleks. So with that being said, let's open one of these sets now and have a look at the Daleks inside and compare them to the original releases. Quick tip by the way, if you want to kind of get into the box without opening the top bit, assuming the barcode hasn't been put across the bottom, you can actually just get into the bottom very easily without using any kind of knife at all, and then just pull out the interior of the box just like this. Now of course I've obviously already done so, hence why there's no Daleks in this one. Okay, so I just wanted to show you the backdrop of this set. Again, it's really nice, really three-dimensional, and of course this is the landing bay of the Dalek spaceship, so it's nice to be able to display your Dalek in this box if you so wish. I so wish I had the space to do that. Well, I say the space, I've got a lot of space, but I just need more space to be able to display bits of cardboard with them as well. Okay, so here we have the Supreme Dalek from the set. Now this Dalek has been released before, but there are quite a few subtle differences, and I'm going to go through those with you now. This is the original release, which first saw the light of day with the first Doctor and Dalek twin pack, and of course also came in a black and white version as well. Now you may not be able to notice on the camera, but I'll do my best to show you. First of all, the hemispheres are most definitely different. The newer Dalek, which is this one here, has kind of a dark blue hemisphere, whereas this one here is a more light blue hemisphere, quite akin to the Dead Planet style Daleks. I actually, in hand, prefer the new blue hemispheres. They're really nice. Something else which is quite obvious to note is the eye stalk. On the original release you have just got the standard open eye, whereas on this one here you can see that the eye is kind of closed off as if the Dalek is blinking. So I like that. It's a good difference, I believe, to the Dalek. Another difference that I noticed is that the balls here, where the arms are, have actually been painted silver, and in the original release they were left unpainted. I'm not 100% sure that I'm on board with that idea. Of course the paint will rub away as you move the arms, but if you don't move them too much then it should be okay, and perhaps it does look slightly better. And also the dish on the back, there is a difference in colour there, and also the rings around the neck bin and the waist of the Dalek is slightly different as well. There's also a dirty kind of wash around the fender, like scuff marks, and on this Dalek there isn't. And I think again that just kind of adds a bit more detail to the Dalek. And also another difference, the eye stalk on this one is silver into the blue, whereas this one is just black. and I think the black is probably better and probably, potentially, more real to the actual prop. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but I believe it is. So that is the differences of the Supreme Dalek. Let's take a look at the differences of the Drone Dalek. Okay, so this is the original sound effects Dalek. I would prove it by making him speak, but the batteries are no longer working. But as you can see, it makes that noise, which is obviously the button to make him speak. Now, this is the new release, and there isn't too much different here, I must admit, but we will go through it. So, the silver used on the dome and really the rest of the Dalek is a kind of a brighter silver, which really does shine quite nicely. The eye stalks again are different. This one, the original release, is black with a little bit of silver, whereas this one is black all the way to the end of the Dalek's eye. I believe the blue hemispheres are slightly different again on this one. And of course, the fender is definitely a lot more bashed and scuffed on the new release, as opposed to a nice and shiny one, which I think is quite nice. And something quite interesting to note as well. The original release obviously has the sound effects button, which is this button here. And on this release here, hopefully the camera can pick it up, the self-same hemisphere, which is this one by my finger, has a little ring around it because it's the same cast and the same mould as it is from this Dalek, so I guess it was just cheaper for them to do that. And I also believe that the fender is removable as a separate piece, whereas on this one it was just one piece, really one part of the body. You can see the differences under there, very much the same. Of course there's an on-off switch on this one because it's a sound effects Dalek. So, like I said at the beginning of this video, these sets are now readily available across the country, England that is, of course, and available to order on Amazon on Australia and America's versions of those, which is really awesome. Anybody else, so if you live in Germany or France, Sweden, anywhere else across Europe or across the rest of the world, I hope you managed to track down these sets because I kind of feel like they should be distributed really across every single country and continent because we're all Doctor Who fans. We all deserve the same treatment, really. Okay, so that is pretty much it. That is the Daleks from this set. They're just absolutely amazing. I plan on army building this particular Dalek. I already had 3 or 4 sound effects Daleks, but that was a very small army. This Dalek is gonna increase by a lot. I've decided probably to buy at least 20, so that's what, £400, to go ahead and buy 20 more of these Daleks. And of course that will leave me with 20 of these, which I may customise into like destroyed Daleks and whatnot, and have a massive, massive collection of Daleks from the invasion of Earth. Now of course the history of the Dalek sets 3 and 4 have also been kind of leaked as well. That's the chase and the Daleks master plan. So we're obviously getting all the Dalek sets, I hope anyway, all the way up to 2019. That would be great, and basically every time it happens I will go out and army build. It's like a great chance for me and for everybody else to get their hands on many, many, many Daleks. I'm going to try to kind of maybe get like 20 of each Dalek drone from each episode. I can't even work out how many Daleks that'll be, but it's going to be like 300 or 400 or 500 Daleks eventually. That's what I'm looking at doing. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the challenge that I've set for myself throughout the next God knows how many years, but it's a challenge that I'm hoping to do. So thanks a lot for watching another one of my videos. I will upload another video very soon of me reviewing the very first history of a Dalek set, of course, from the Dead Planet. Until then, take care of yourselves. Thank you to all of my patrons, and I will see you all again very, very soon for another Doctor Who video review. And goodbye for now. Bye!